So this is the dollar yen analysis for Monday, the 8th of January. Now, let's have a look what happened with price and where they may likely go. So we've seen price come down towards the 12.15, previously identified level. We've come up towards this 12.52, tested 12.77. We've traced back 12.52 before we saw bullish bounce, bull flag continuation, broke out to the upside. Now we've pulled back a bit here. I was expecting progression to 13.56. We've pulled back to test 13.04, very minor level. Marked out here in the charts, 13.04. We do seem to have found some support there. So if we continue to hold 13.04, we're expecting further upside continuation in light of the most recent trend. Now, if we do see the upside continuation that we are looking for, we're looking to see how prices react in around this 13.56. It's a major level marked out here in red. So if we do have a negative reaction, we are looking to see some sell side reaction towards this 13.56. I move possibly down to 13.04. If we're not able to hold 13.04, we'll see how price react towards the dynamic levels of the 200 and 400 period moving average. A break from which we're looking to see how price react around this major level marked out here in red, 12.77 and 12.52. Again, at these levels, we are looking for a potential bounce and bias to re-enter the market. If we do break down from there, the very next level is 12.15, our previous swing low, a weekly pivot as well. And again, we are looking for bullish buy-side momentum to re-enter the market from there. If we do successfully progress beyond 13.56, let's just have a look where we could potentially see prices head. So move beyond 13.56, the very next major level that we are looking at is all the way up at 14.30. 14.30 is a very strong level, which I'll highlight later. And we are potentially looking for more sell-side momentum to come in at 14.30, possibly a move back down to 13.56, or a consolidation in around 14.30. Can't anticipate pricing moving beyond 14.30 here on US dollar against Japanese yen, unless we do have quite a bit of market volatility on, well, today on the 8th of Jan. And that should pretty much wrap up the hourly time frame. So we're going to have a look at the monthly, weekly, and daily time frames. So we head over to the monthly time frame first. And let's get scaling here, correct? Let's just have a look, a cheeky look here. So on this monthly time frame, this US dollar Japanese yen is quite a messy chart. So we've come down into these levels. We found bullish buy side momentum. We've had a slow progression downwards, but most recently is most important, I suppose. We posted this very big bullish candle. Posted a second bullish candle, but which suggested that we would have got further upside continuation. Market does appear to be ranging somewhat, but we do look poised if we continue to stay above the most recent lows of this bearish candle just there, potentially for more upside continuation and moves beyond this 114.30. We are looking at 14.74, 15.37, 17.53, and eventually 18.61, all the way up there where our previous swings were in the market. But overall, on this chart, due to the most recent action, we do look poised for further upside continuation in that we've had this bullish move. We've not seen a sustained sell-off. We've seen a bit of degree of indecisiveness, so potentially putting in a low there, potentially putting a higher low for further upside continuation. Now, let's just have a look at the weekly time frame. So here on this weekly time frame, we can see here, we've had our lows over here. We've had this slow progression downwards. Prices are in a bit of a trading range somewhat, but we are heading to the upper end of the trading range. We do appear to be testing in around those 14.30. So if we did, so let me just phrase this differently. So in this market, we've had a sell-off from 14.31. Now, our most recent sell-off has not progressed as low as the ones prior. We've now headed down towards the 110. Well, we've not headed down towards, let's bear with me a second here. Let's just see where our lows were. Our lows from the most recent sell-off, 110.84, and previously we were looking at sell-offs down into the 108s. So we've made some progression there. So if we do see a bit of a turnaround here on this weekly time frame from where we are at present, we would potentially see a break. But again, we'd have to first successfully navigate a very strong level in around 1430. But we have potentially here our lows, most recent lows, potentially higher low. And again, we're looking for further upside continuation. Now, let's just have a look at the daily time frame before we finish up here on the US dollar against Japanese yen. So we're over to the daily time frame on the US dollar Japanese yen. Get it scale on here correct. And I was mentioning that 114.30 was a very strong level, and as you can see here, sell off from 114.30, sell off from 114.30, sell off from 114.30. This is our low that I've mentioned on the weekly and monthly. This is potentially a higher low, so we'll see how prices react within this trading range here that we are developing. Trading range between 13.56 and 12.15. As we can see, we are having a bit of a trading range develop. But in light of our most recent trend being slightly to the upside after finding support lower than finding support all the way down at the near the 1073, had this move upwards, a bit of consolidation. I'm looking to see a break, a potential retest of 1430, where we've had these sell-offs previously. If we do successfully navigate 1430 again, the very next major level that we are looking at is in around 1474. And with that said, that should pretty much wrap up the US dollar Japanese yen analysis. Thanks for watching.